Hi everyone, this is Rizwan and today I will show you the usage of Zotero. Zotero is an application which helps you to arrange or manage your reference while doing your research or maybe writing research paper, maybe whilst writing your dissertation. To begin with, you need to have three main components, or you can call it as softwares, to work effectively. First one could be or should be Zotero software itself. So the logo looks like this. The second one is Microsoft Word's Zotero add-ons, which is installed when you install Zotero software itself. So when you install this one, the Microsoft Word's add-ons will also installed automatically. The third one is browser like Firefox add-on of Zotero, which we can show you how to install in a couple of minutes. Before starting anything, let me explain how Zotero and all other three software works in the collaboration. So first one, which is Zotero software itself, it works as a central database or the core component of Zotero's flow of referencing. Secondly, the Microsoft Word, which we will call it as Microsoft Word's add-ons, it works as the software, the Microsoft add-ons. So secondly, the software, we should call it as an add-ons, is the Google add-ons. The Google add-ons help to collect the data, the reference from the internet to the Zotero. So it collects all the data from the browser or the internet and save it in the Zotero software. And last software, which is Microsoft Word's add-on, which will be installed while you install the main software itself. It helps to collect the data from the Zotero software to retrieve or extract and put it into the Word file. So the add-ons in the Word file will act as a retriever or extractor from the Zotero file. So it extract or retrieve the data whatever in the Zotero was there. Before working with all of these softwares, we need to make sure that your Word file is closed so that it doesn't interrupt while installation. So after installation, when everything is done, you can turn on your Word file. So when you will be working on Zotero, you need to have all those applications opened at one time. So for example, here, now this is the link where if you search in the Google Zotero download, it will take you to this website where this is the main file, which is Zotero 6 for Windows. This is the main Zotero software, which I explained as a database. And this is the Google's Chrome connector or the add-ons. And the third add-ons, which I mentioned earlier, will be installed if you install this software. So in my case, I opened the Word file, and after installation, you will get one menu here like this, Zotero, and you will have a couple of menu here. And the second application which is opened is the Zotero application itself, which is like this. Initially you might not have anything, like I have two of the file here already because I was working. And the third application, which is Zotero add-ons, which is this one. If you can see Z in red color, sometimes it doesn't become red Z, but you will find, keep your mouse, hover over the mouse, it will say Zotero. So Zotero is disabled because there's nothing here. If you click on this icon, you will see I have a lot of add-ons installed. So you need to pin this software. So if I don't pin it, it goes from the main bar. So if I pin it again, it will stay there. So it's easier for me to click in next time. Yeah. Now let's work. So I have everything installed and everything is up and running. First one is Microsoft Word's Zotero add-on, which is there. Second one is the Zotero add-ons in Google Chrome, which is, I can see it's there. And the third one is the Zotero software itself. So for example, if I, just for assumption, let's think that I am researching something, and I will go to Google Scholar, and maybe I am working on an article which is probably women in computing, just giving an example of, and I'm searching since 2000 only. I don't want to go beyond that. So I will click on since 2022, and then I will find out this article, maybe just giving an example. This is the good database, so I'm choosing that. When you see this one, this article, you can see the Zotero icon changes, and it doesn't say that Zotero is disabled because it can identify that this is an article and it can retrieve some data. If I like this article, maybe I have read the abstract and I like the article, so I want to mention this article in my writing. For simplicity, I will copy this bit just for simplicity, and then I want to refer this article. So if I want to refer this article, I will click in here. If I click in this one, you can see that I have already created a folder with the name of Kim. Kim means knowledge information management, and you can also click here and new collection, which will create a new folder, which I don't want to do now. You can do that. If I save that one here, it's actually saved this article in this folder, a KIM folder here. Just because I clicked on this one, it saved the whole article with author's name, page, the date, time, and all those links. It's saved in here in the main Zotero application. Now, as I am writing, I will click in add citation. When you click add citation, for the first time it will ask me what kind of referencing I would like to choose for. There are lots of different ways of referencing. So in different universities tend to work on different formats. So I would suggest to go for maybe this one. If you are choosing for Harvard, if you're choosing for IEEE, you can click this one. So just for example, if we are choosing for Harvard, I will click on Harvard. I will select OK, and then you will see a search box will appear here. So when the search box appears here, you can search with the title name. So the title was mentoring, and it gives me the search result here. So I will click on this, and it provides me with the author's name. I will click enter, and it already gave me the insight referencing here. And just for the simplicity, I will not go and search other databases or other articles. I might choose to go for these ones, and let me show. So for example, I have chosen something in the bottom here. I have written something, and I want to choose some other article, maybe a critical review of knowledge management. So I saved this one earlier, but just think of that this is the way we saved. It's same way to save. So I click add edit citation, and then search with a critical review. So if I will write critical, and it will give me the results. Click on that, enter. So the citation has already been done. Maybe I will write some other bits and pieces, yeah, and I want to provide a second reference. So I will search on that one, add citation, and then I will write knowledge management. So that would be the second one. Click enter. So you can see in this small paragraph, which I have manipulated for sure, just these are just an example. So here I used 3 different references, and as in our research work or in the research paper dissertation, what we do at the very end, we add a bibliography. So just for simplicity, let's think that this is the end of my research work and I want to add the reference or the bibliography. You can click on this bibliography, and if you click on bibliography, it automatically provides all the references we have used, and also it arranges based on the alphabetical order. So you can see we have used WordPress at the very end, but in our reference it chose to be the first one. Yeah, so this is basically how to work with Zotero. There's something to add before I finish, is that For example, if I go back and choose for this one, this is in the web page. Yeah, if it is in the web page, it will collect the data nicely. So for example, I'm referencing this one, I copy this, I click on this one to be saved here in this software. So I will click on this, it will ask where I will want to save. It's already there and it detected and came here. So now if I want to add the bit which I copied earlier and then add citation, woman mentoring, yeah, this one. So I will click on this one. This is, you can see it's normally added there as it is, and I can update this one clicking on, you can delete. If you are updating, there are some ways to update, but I don't want to bother, just delete the previous and choose for the new reference. Now the point I want to mention was, if I click on PDF, it will open a PDF file. And now if I click this one here, it will not choose authors. Sometimes it doesn't choose author's name, maybe because the metadata was not there correctly, and this is why sometimes it will not. But in our case here, it choose to keep it. But it will be a rare case where it doesn't choose automatically, or it doesn't collect the data automatically from PDF. But if it is from online, it does collect properly. But if it is from PDF, it doesn't collect properly, so just be mindful of that one. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to share is, you will see for each article there is something called DOI, Digital Object Identifier. So if you have an article and you want to use object identifier to save any article, you can do that as well. So if I click on this one, it says enter ISBN. ISBNs are for the books, internationally recognized book number. So you can use any kind of ISBN or DOI. DOI means object identifier. So I will paste it and I will click enter. Then the software will automatically figure out where the data, and it will copy all the data and save it here. You see this one was saved just now, and then you can refer it as usual, as normal. Another thing is that you can keep some notes. So for example, I like the methodology of this paper, then I will click on, if you right click, it says add note. You can write some notes here. Maybe I will say I like the methodology part. I'm just giving an example of a note. I just took a note. So this will give me as a researcher an idea that for this article methodology is better. So these kinds of arrangement and managing the referencing are very helpful using Zotero. So there are lots of softwares you can use. It's not only the Zotero you need to use. Mendeley, you can use RefWork, you can use Zotero, but Mendeley or RefWorks are paid version, but for Zotero it's totally free and it does the same work which the paid version of other reference managing are providing. And that's all for today. Thank you very much.